Hello Capricorn, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. How are you guys? Welcome to your bonus reading for the second half of February. General reading, as always guys, that's not going to resonate with every single person. So please do take from this reading what makes sense for you. Let the rest go. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box. And I'll also have a list of the card decks that are used for this reading, Capricorn. So I do have some questions in mind for this reading. So we're going to be following a particular format that's different from what I normally do for my other readings. And just really wanted to give Spirit a chance to bring forward what messages needed to come through by way of a connection that you're focused on for this reading, Capricorn. And I chose these two decks to start off with the focus messages this time because we just entered Mercury retrograde a couple days ago. And I really wanted to tap into some planetary energies, the zodiac, and the moonology deck. So we'll go ahead and grab some insight from these to start off the reading, and then we'll go ahead and delve into the questions that I had in mind for this particular reading, Capricorn. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's take a look and see. This has zodiac signs. It's got planetary messages and elements. So we'll take a look and see what needs to come through for you this time around, Capricorn, for this reading. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn, or for cross watchers, anybody who's been guided to tune in at this time. All right, guided to this one here. You have Mars. Okay, so for Mars, it's the god of war. It's all about powerful drives like competitiveness, assertiveness, and aggression. And it also taps into issues regarding courage and confidence, what we're passionate about, and our strengths. So that's what that Mars card is tapped into. We'll take a look and see how that plays a part in this reading today, Capricorn, okay? So let's add additional insight from the moonology deck and see what else needs to come through here. The god of war means business. All right, so what is it that you want to fight for, Capricorn? All right, moonology. I'm guided to this one here. Nothing is yet set in stone. This is the mutable moon energy. So if it's not set in stone, then that means you can still make changes. You can still adjust things in your life or in regard to a connection or situation. It's not a done deal. You know, there are still changes that can be implemented there. Interesting. All right. So let's get started, Capricorn. Let's take a look and see, especially in love and romance, your love life, what is your person feeling right now in regard to this connection? So let's take a look at that using the Mystic Moon Oracles. Let's start off with that and see where this goes. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. What is your person feeling right now when it comes to the connection with you, Capricorn? Recognition. This is so interesting. I just completed a reading for Virgo, I believe, and even though I used a different deck, that was the very same message. The very first card that came through was recognition. So recognition of a connection, recognition of actions that this person has implemented, whether to help the connection or actually do more damage than good in a relationship. But they're waking up. They're coming to some realizations when that recognition card is coming through in a reading tied into a connection. Cycles coming right after that. So a cycle that needs to phase out or a cycle that needs to come to completion when it comes to this connection. We have bound. This for me, interestingly enough, Capricorn, this is for me indicative of the Devil card in traditional tarot, which is your very own vibration here, Capricorn. So it's all about restriction and it is all about stagnation, interestingly enough. And this could also be for those of you who are dealing with addictions, whether that is alcoholism, drug abuse, somebody who's a workaholic or a sex addict, a shopaholic, whatever it is, whatever vice that is toxic and unhealthy, and a person is intertwining their energies into that addiction, that's picking up off of this person. But since this card does represent Capricorn energy, you're either focused on a fellow Capricorn or this is how they see you. And that it has affected how they feel right now. You're still influencing a part of their energy here, Capricorn. Perhaps what needs to cycle out and phase out from your person's perspective here is this element of addiction, and or for some of you it's obsession towards something or someone. We have awakening followed by victim, and then we have destruction, which represents the Tower card in traditional tarot, Capricorn. So awakening for me is very complementary to that recognition card, somebody who's finally waking up and recognizing the type of bond that two people share. But if it's coming through with this obsessive, unhealthy energy from that bound devil card, Capricorn, then this might actually have some issues intertwined into this connection. Somebody who is feeling like a victim in all this. And it's interesting how this person's hands are tied, which to me is very similar to that bound energy. Could be divine feminine coming through from that. From the awakening card, there is a male figure in that photo. It could be masculine energy. And then again, here we are. Destruction. So there was a tower moment here, Capricorn, between you and your person. And they're still feeling the effects of that tower moment and how it played out in the connection. That is fire energy. So for some of you, you might be focused on a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius. So let's add some tarot to this and see what else we can uncover here. What is your person feeling right now in regard to this connection? Angels and spirit guides for Capricorn, please, for this bonus reading. Please bring it forward at this time. What else do we need to know? Ten of Swords. So that is air energy. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini for some of you guys. This is a painful ending. I'm not surprised because we do have that tower moment that happened here. Something ended either abruptly or really painfully between the two of you. Could have been very unexpected as well. Because the tower is chaotic energy. It's traumatic. No matter how you slice it, it hurts. It's devastating. And somebody here is grieving the fact that you guys went into separation. And yet somebody is, your person here is coming through, that they're still bound and attached to you somehow. And you as well, representing the devil energy, you could be very much attached to this person as well, despite the tower, despite you guys having to go into separation in the 3D energetically, and the 5D, you guys might still very much be connecting. We do have the Queen of Cups here, so that is water energy. This queen is very intuitive and sensitive. Cups is water, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is a very calm individual. Can't even speak. And as I mentioned, very intuitive, very compassionate. This could be you if you happen to be resonating with divine feminine energy here. You could be coming forward as the Queen of Cups. And we're highly affected by this painful ending that happened here. And then we've got the Nine of Pentacles. It's all about independence with the Nine of Pentacles. That is Earth. That is your own vibration, Capricorn. It could also be tied into Virgo and Taurus. And again, for those of you who are thinking of a fellow Earth sign for this reading, it could be picking up off of that. This is my single card. This is somebody who just wants to be alone, wants to be flying solo right now, and just wanting peace and quiet, you know, just having their independence to do their own thing, to figure things out right now. So even though they're recognizing how special a bond that you guys had shared at one point in time, there's still a lot that they're processing here. And look at this. Here we are again with the Tower. So we've got two cards representing Tower moments in this connection. Capricorn, you guys went through a very painful experience with one another. And with two Tower cards in such a very limited amount of cards that are here on this table, and we've got two of them, and then we've got the Ten of Swords with that painful ending, this was difficult. This was a very difficult experience between the two of you. But it is representing not only a divine intervention, but it can also actually be a blessing in disguise. It may not seem like it right now, but it might just need a little bit more time for you both to understand that this happened the way it did for a reason, and maybe that reason isn't quite apparent right now. You know, the dust needs to settle a little bit in order for you to see things clearly and to why things happened the way it did. If you guys were not able to create movement in a particular direction, despite the signs that you were both being given, then the universe stepped in on your behalf and created this Tower moment to get rid of whatever toxicity you guys were saturating yourselves in when it came to this relationship, especially if that's all tied in with somebody who is dealing with addictions. That cannot be ignored. That needs to be addressed and dealt with. We have the Eight of Pentacles coming through here, so that's more of your own energy, Capricorn, and it is a work in progress, so that's a good thing. For those of you also who've thought about possibly going back to school, furthering your education, or just getting back on track in your life, not just necessarily your love life, but everything that you have been dealing with in your life, whatever's been challenging for you, this is work in progress here, Capricorn. That is your own energy. And perhaps this is what your person is doing as well. That they're working on themselves to better themselves, to learn those lessons so that they end up not repeating it moving forward with or without you. And it's so interesting how we've got that Mars card, you know, the God of War. And for me, what I'm feeling here is you're at war with yourselves. You're fighting your own demons, your own lessons, your own addictions. And your person could be recognizing that in you. And maybe they didn't see that before, but they are coming to some realizations and are able to find a little bit more clarity than they did before. And then we've got the Magician coming through here with those manifestation tools. So the Magician, Capricorn, is actually giving you a second chance at love with your person. And this is coming through from their perspective. What is your person feeling right now? They want to rekindle the connection with you. You know, they feel this pull, this attraction toward you still. But what's preventing them from coming towards you might be that they're still healing from the tower that came down on the connection, and that it really hurt them. And they're still healing from this very painful ending that happened. It's not an easy thing to go through. So if your person needs a little bit more time for this to cycle out, then give them that time. And for some of you guys, you might need that time as well. You might need that as well. So let's add to this with some dialogue. The Unspoken Messages Volume 2 deck by Fire Witch Tarot. What is your person feeling right now? Angels and spirit guides for Capricorn, please. What do they need to say to you right now? I've loved you longer than you can remember. Wow. The card after that. I feel our energies merging together mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And that could be a part of that recognition. It's so interesting, this next message. I block, then unblock you from social media. So when we go through tower moments and painful endings, you know, it's natural to feel or go through so many different emotions of regret, of frustration, of anger, whatever it is. And so this person may have gone through that, especially after things ended and you guys went into distance from one another. They blocked you, they unblocked you. On social media, maybe you knew that. Maybe you didn't, but it is coming through here. Next message. I wanted to believe this was false love, but I heard the angels whisper, they're the one. Okay, so they are coming through letting you know, Capricorn, that you are the one for them. That, again, could be a part of what they are recognizing here. Last one. Look at this. You know I love you, right? Maybe you didn't. Maybe you needed to hear that. Maybe you needed confirmation from your person that they actually love you. Well, here it is. I love you. You know I love you, right? I've loved you longer than you could remember. And I have a feeling for some of my Capricorns, you didn't know that. Maybe you didn't know that before. But you've got confirmation of how they are feeling right now through these cards. So let's add to this with some romance angels for this bonus reading. Angels and spirit guides, please. I've got this card flying out. Hold on. For Capricorn. What is your person feeling right now, Capricorn? So clearly you guys have been through a rough journey in this relationship. There's a lot that's happened here. A lot of pain that you guys have been through. And deception, okay? This could have been a part of the reason for the tower moments. Yes, of course, that could be tied into third parties and betrayals, deception by way of infidelity and cheating, but it doesn't always have to be. For those of you who are tapping into the energy of the devil card, that bound card, that is the devil's energy in tarot, Capricorn, which again is your own energy. Part of that deception could have something to do with your addictions, if that's something that you resonate with, or just being dishonest, not wanting to fess up to certain things that you've done. And perhaps your person is coming through recognizing that deception. And so that's what's keeping you guys at a distance for now. But the desire to reconcile and to rekindle the romance, it's here with the Magician's energies. And as this card states, someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So you both have to be coming at each other, Capricorn, with the truth, with honesty. You got to get rid of that deception in order to avoid any further Tower moments. We have chemistry. Recognition of this chemistry between the two of you. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. We also have a wedding. So perhaps some of you guys could have been married to this person or pictured a life with this individual to where you could see yourself marrying them someday. It could be picking up off of that, or this is how certainly they picture the connection, because you guys did have this amazing chemistry and your person is feeling like you're still somebody that they envision themselves being with long term by way of marriage and commitment in that way. Okay, so that's what they're feeling right now. So let's add to this. And let's take a look and see what your person needs you to know right now. In addition to how they're feeling, what do they need you to know right now? So let's go ahead and add to this with the Pining Rose Love Oracle by Calico Moon. What does your person need you to know right now, Capricorn, for this bonus reading? You guys had Tower moments, a painful ending. What does your person need you to know right now when it comes to this connection? Angels and spirit guides for Capricorn. What does your person need you to know right now? Wow, separation, untouchable. So they are coming through acknowledging that you guys are not together right now and that the connection for now is still untouchable. But look at this next card. You're still the one that they want. They feel that you hold the key to their heart, Capricorn. So even though you guys are not together, for some reason, they're still very much attached to you. Remember, we had that Devil card, which can pick up off of obsessive type energies, codependency. Okay, so whether that is coming through from you, Capricorn, or your person, they're still recognizing the fact that they see you this way. You're still the one for them, despite the painful ending, despite the Tower moments. Yes, you guys have shared a history together, and that's very difficult for them to just move on and forget about you. Yes, lies were a part of the problem. They haven't forgotten about those lies. Remember, we have the deception card that came forward already. We also have move on, followed by thinking of you. So your person, Capricorn, could have certainly moved on during this time of separation. They could have moved on to other relationships. But they're still coming through, letting you know that you're still very much a part of their thoughts, even though they've moved on. This is what they need you to know right now. Wow. Let's add to this with some tarot. So this is the Bougie deck by Salviadora of Eat, Read, Love. Angels and spirit guides for Capricorn, please. for this bonus reading. So Capricorn, what does your person need you to know right now? What else do we need to know here? So for those of you, your person has decided to move on, but they're still thinking about you. So even though you guys are not together, you're in separation, they still feel that you really do represent the one that they wanted in their heart space. And that's a part of their life's history. We do have the King of Coins coming through here. That is the King of Pentacles. So that's your very own energy, Capricorn, especially if you happen to be divine masculine. You could certainly represent the King of Coins here. It's falling right below separation. So your person is acknowledging that you guys are not together right now. But look at this. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, followed by the Knight of Cups. And then we've got the Eight of Cups here. Queen of Swords. The Hermit. Look at this. The Ten of Cups. Okay. So, again, if you're coming through as the King of Coins, King of Pentacles, especially my divine masculines, your person is definitely recognizing the fact that you guys are not together. With that Wheel of Fortune being represented right next to that, there's a potential here that good luck is on your side, Capricorn, when it comes to this connection. That is tied into fire energy. So for some of you guys, it could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius that you're focused on for this reading. So even though you guys are in separation, this is an untouchable relationship right now. The Wheel of Fortune might actually create some necessary changes for this to move in a very different direction that could ultimately bring you guys back together. You did have the Magician coming through, which is giving you the spark that's much needed to rekindle the romance between the two of you, because this represents things that are changing. This is abundance, this is success, this is a turn of events, this is good luck, this is fate and destiny right here, Capricorn. Whatever problems you guys had before, the wheel can actually resolve all that and come up with actual solutions for you guys to fix this connection. The Wheel of Fortune is all about success that comes in after a situation or relationship has failed. So maybe you guys had to go through that failed relationship, that failed, painful ending in order to welcome in the energy of this Wheel of Fortune, because it is promise of a better future here. Someone from your past is coming back. They definitely want to come back. So even though they've moved on, they're still thinking about you, okay? And the Wheel of Fortune has the potential to bring your person back to you. That's what's coming through here. But the wheel, as I often say, it's constantly moving, it's constantly changing. It does create a window of opportunity to take action. And if nobody takes action, either on your part, Capricorn, or your person, then this is going to be coming through as a lost opportunity. Somebody has to take advantage of that Wheel of Fortune falling in your favor, falling into your relationship's favor. Because anything is possible when that card is represented in a reading. And then we've got the Knight of Cups falling right below the 1. This is somebody who's very romantic, somebody who's very charming. Could be a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is the one. They see you as the one, Capricorn. And then we've got the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is about escapism and disappointment. And I feel for somebody who had to move on, they didn't want to have to deal with lies and deception. So I feel, and I'm not surprised to see this, that this person wanted to just get away from this connection at one point, walking away from it, leaving it behind. Perhaps they felt as though they didn't have much of a choice at that time. And that's why it ended so abruptly or painfully. And we've got the Queen of Swords right after that. So I feel especially my divine feminines decided to walk away from this. Might have cut off the divine masculine from this connection. And going back to the first batch of cards, I block, then unblock you from social media. So cutting off all forms of communication, even on social media possibly. And then we've got the Hermit right after that. That's Virgo energy. Somebody who just wants peace and quiet. Somebody who wants to be able to figure things out for themselves. And perhaps this is what your person needs right now, is to just go within. Just reevaluate the whole situation with you, Capricorn. Maybe they need distance and time. And that this separation is actually a blessing in disguise. And that is ultimately what the Tower does bring forward, is that blessing in disguise. But isn't it interesting how the Hermit is also about someone from your past that's coming back, and the opportunity to reconcile and to bridge those estrangements with people from the past. Your person wants to bridge that gap with you, Capricorn, and to cross that bridge and head over to where you are. Because they feel what they need you to know right now is what they're wanting with you, Capricorn, is this 10 of Cups. The ultimate happiness for their life to fall into place. To be able to build a life with you. To find fulfillment in their life with you. This is about their dream coming true. You represent that for this person, Capricorn. That is what you represent. So let's grab some insight from the Divine Love and Separation deck by Fire Witch Tarot. Let's take a look and see what your person needs you to know right now. Since clearly you guys are still in separation, this is still an untouchable connection for now. There is healing that needs to happen, but you've got the Wheel of Fortune and you've got the Hermit coming through with the potential to reconcile. That Wheel of Fortune is falling in your favor, Capricorn, for you and your person. And then again, you've got the 10 of Cups. So what does your person need you to know right now? Ooh. What does your person need you to know right now, Capricorn? Let's grab the bottom card. Okay. What do we have? What do we have here, guys? All right, look at this one. Call. I've been needing to hear your ringtone. They miss you, Capricorn. They want to hear your voice. Clearly, they've been thinking about you. And again, we've got enough references here on the need to reconcile and to rekindle the connection. Next message. I wish you'd just show up and make everything all right. So maybe you've thought about that, Capricorn. To just take that leap of faith and reach out. They're coming through here letting you know they just want to hear your voice. And they're really wanting you to reach out and call. Look at this next card. One of us just has to pick the phone up. Somebody has to call and somebody needs to pick up the darn phone. Next message, time to flip the page and begin a new chapter in our love story. Yes. So if you guys are on the same page here, Capricorn, your person is totally open to starting a new chapter with you. Next message, I feel like it's all my fault. So for some of you guys, this is a part of the energy that your person is in. They feel like it's all their fault, and maybe that's why they have remained at a distance from you, wanting to call, wanting to hear your voice, wanting to pick up the phone, but then something stops them and they hesitate because they feel that it's all their fault. Whatever it was that created that tower moment and the painful ending, they are feeling that they had something to do with that. All right, last one. I miss you no matter how much time has passed. Do you see that, Capricorn? You're the one. You're the one that they want. They're still thinking of you. Oh my. So that's what they need you to know right now. So let's tap into some future energies here, Capricorn. Let's dig a little bit deeper and see what the future energies are that can come forward here. So let's grab some additional insight from the Pining Rose Volume 2 Twin Flame Ascension deck by Calico Moon. And of course, you do not have to identify with a twin flame connection. That is just the name of the card deck. So let's tap into some future energies. But yeah, you guys have been through some difficult times here in this connection, Capricorn. You don't get to see the tower come through twice without it causing some problems. Honor yourself. Time to put you first on your priority list, Capricorn. And your person recognizes this. This is something I feel that you both need to do, to be able to honor each other and to honor yourselves in the connection. And it's so important to be present and to enjoy those present moments. Sometimes we're so saturated with where we were in the past and where we want to move forward in the future that we forget to be enjoying the present moments. And I feel this is coming through for you and your person, Capricorn. If given the opportunity to come back together, that you guys will be more present with each other, to be able to appreciate each other once again in the connection. We do have some suppressed energies here from either yourself, Capricorn, or your person. There is a female figure in that photo, so if you happen to be divine feminine energy here, could be picking up off of that, or whoever is the female counterpart in this connection. There's a lot of unspoken words here. Again, with tower moments, they're often abrupt, out of the blue. So I feel when that happened, there was a lot of stuff that you guys ended up not being able to say to each other. But I feel moving forward towards the future, you will be given the opportunity to release those suppressed energies and emotions and just say what you gotta say. Look at this. We've got reversible. This is a reversible situation, Capricorn. Of course, we can't change the past. It is what it is. But this is still fixable here. Remember, nothing is yet set in stone. So if you're willing to fight for this, and so is your person, you guys can actually create a very beautiful second chapter and write a brand new chapter. That love story needs to continue. We have searching. I feel when you guys are in separation from one another, which clearly that's already come through in this reading that you're not together, you search for the other part of your heart, the other part of your soul. And I feel this person, Capricorn, is your other half. And you complete one another. And I feel you might have been looking for a love of this caliber for many, many years. And here it is. And maybe you failed to recognize that when it was a part of your life before. And you continue to search for it in other connections, other people, and you haven't been able to find it because it keeps taking you back to the one that's meant for you. We've got divine timing here. So it's up to the universe as to when this is all going to happen. You got to have patience to see this unfold. Divine timing is at play here, guys. All right, so let's continue and let's take a look and see what else needs to come through here. This is the Quiche deck by Salviadora of Eat, Read, Love. So let's continue. Let's add some additional tarot insight to this. What are the future energies for this connection? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. What are the future energies for this connection for Capricorn? Okay. We've got the Eight of Wands. So that is fire. That is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So the Eight of Wands is all about change. It's all about movement. It's also about travel. So perhaps in the future, you guys are thinking of taking a trip together or will be traveling together, spending time with one another. And it's also telling us here that you will be able to create the movement and necessary changes for you guys to get back together first and foremost, and to just have a better connection, better communication, a better future with one another. Look at this. We've got the Ten of Cups once again. Wow. So that already came through in the other deck, if I'm not mistaken. I just want to make sure here. Yeah. So we've got two Ten of Cups cards coming through. So this is a part of your future energies here, Capricorn, when it comes to this connection. You can find the ultimate happiness with one another. The ultimate happiness. That is a part of what needs to come to completion in your life. Release the past. This is a part of your future. This happy energy of the Ten of Cups. Being able to build a life. A stable future with your person. And if you guys ever thought about having children, building a family, it's all a part of that. And Cups, once again, it's water energy. So for some of you, it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We do have the energy of the moon here. So the moon in traditional tarot is tied into water energy once again. So we've got more Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces coming through here. And yes, it can be tied into illusions. It can also be tied into deception and those lies that you guys had dealt with before. And I feel this is coming through here to warn you, Capricorn, that this cannot be a part of the equation for you guys to move forward and find happiness with one another. Because although there are darker aspects to the moon, there's also the light. There is that light at the end of the tunnel. And it's also a time of healing, which I feel needs to happen, especially with tower moments and painful endings that have come forward in this reading, in your connection, Capricorn. Because this is actually very successful energies after having gone through something so devastating as a tower moment in your life with this connection. So if you're feeling a little bit anxious or even paranoid about what the future might hold, Capricorn, just know that you will come out on the other side. You've already been through the darkness. That's where the tower moments are. That's where those painful endings are. It's in the past. This is the future. You can now heal from the pain of the past and move forward. Knight of Wands. Didn't the Knight of Wands already come forward? I believe so. Sorry, I'm having to double check here just to make sure. Let me just double check. Sorry, guys. Or am I going crazy? I guess I'm going crazy. The Knight of Wands, anyway, represents fire once again. And this knight is very energetic, very passionate. Lust, adventure. They have a lust for life. And if this represents your person, Capricorn, they're coming through, ready to charge in your direction, to be able to offer you this happiness and fulfillment with that 10 of Cups. And then look at this, you've got the Ace of Cups right after that. Unbelievable. So this person, Capricorn, they want to be able to offer you their cup of love. They want to be able to have a new beginning with you. A brand new start. That's what's coming through here. 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups. Amazing. So it's going to take divine timing, but I do feel ultimately, Capricorn, this is going to culminate in a very happy outcome for you. Yes, something ended abruptly and painfully. This is moving towards happier times. A new chapter in your love story with your person, Capricorn. Wow. So let's add to this with some Lover's Oracle. Angels and spirit guides, please, some future energies for this connection. Let me grab this bottom of the deck and that one too. We've got trust, we've got romance, we've got weight, and my beloved. Okay, let's start with trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. First and foremost, with the lies, with the deception that has come through in this reading, trust was definitely broken in the past, which is why that 10 of Swords came through with that painful ending and why the Tower moments came in. So trust has to be restored in this connection, Capricorn. And I feel part of this transformation has to do with that. And being able to accept that you can't change the past. You can only learn from it and move towards the future with a better outlook on how to do things differently. But we do have romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Okay, so you guys are in for some romantic adventures with your person, I feel. And we do have weight coming through. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Absolutely. Because it can't be forced. It's going to happen when it's meant to happen, Capricorn. And the last message is, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually, we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. That's coming forward for you, Capricorn. And again, for those of you who are connecting in the 5D for now, I feel eventually you will be able to meet face to face and reconnect in the 3D. And that, I feel, is a part of the energy of this card, that even though you're physically apart for now, You're spiritually connected. You share a soul connection with this individual. And no space or time will be able to sever that tie between the two of you. It's just a part of the equation when it comes to the two of you. The love is real. The love is there. Okay? So let's close this out with some healing messages for you, Capricorn. To close out this reading, angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn, for this bonus reading. Some final thoughts. Please bring it forward. You guys have already been through the hard times. It's time to welcome in better days ahead. And I feel it's on its way. You've got the Ace of Cups, you've got the Ten of Cups here. So it does fall on divine timing to make all of that happen. So just hang in there, Capricorn. I feel eventually it's all going to come together for you. All right, let's grab some healing messages here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. We've got meditation. Guardian angel watching out for you. Love it. Let's grab one more. We have support on the bottom of the deck. Ooh, archangel followed by romance. Love that. Okay, so for those of you who really value the opportunity to just kind of go within and quiet your mind, still your mind, and meditate, especially, you already know what it's like to have those tower moments. It's crazy, it's chaotic, it is devastating, it's hard. And sometimes people just need the opportunity for peace and quiet before they take action. And if this is something that you need to do for yourself, take advantage of that energy. You're not alone in this. The guardian angels are surrounding you at this time. They're blessing you. They're there for you during your times of trouble, during times when you're overwhelmed or feeling anxious or afraid. You're not alone. They're there for you. And that's very much tapped into, actually, this next card of support, as well as Archangel Michael. Look at this. The angels are absolutely blessing you at this time, Capricorn, for whatever it is that you're going through. And it doesn't just have to be tied into your love life either. This is amazing. Guardian angels, Archangel Michael, and the support and love, of course, of friends and family, but the angelic realm, they're here blessing you and watching out for you and protecting you. That is beautiful. And look at this, romance. We already know romance and Cupid's arrow is about to strike, moving towards the future for you, Capricorn. So just wait for it, okay? Have some patience and just allow this all to come to you. And I feel eventually it will. So just hang tight. I do see future energies a lot brighter than they were in the past when it comes to this connection. You guys have already been through the hard times. It's time for some better days ahead. All right, guys. So that's where I'm going to leave this one. I hope whatever part of this reading resonated with you. I do hope that you enjoyed this and that it offered you the guidance that you needed. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, Capricorn, all of that info is down below in the description box. And I will see you guys real soon with more readings. Take care.